Okay.
It's probably in the rest of that.
I'm alive! While we ate dinner, Steve showed me The Court Jester, which was very amusing and funny, which is why we're a little late coming back. Because I had never... He showed me the scene with the chalice from the palace. That was amazing.
Yeah, thank you, chat, for remembering which movie that actually was.
I now want to actually watch that movie, so...
Was it Danny Kaye? I think chat said it was.
Yeah, Danny Kaye.
That was a good movie.
But we're back from not outer space. Oh, hi, little dog nose. Dog's like, you're streaming again? You know what that means.
It hasn't been that long since the last stream, but oh well.
We're playing Time Arena, designed by Fabrice
Lamouille,
which is French. This game is, I don't know who's bringing it to the States yet, but the idea is it should be here eventually. This stream is a sponsored stream. The stream is sponsored by BlackRock Games, which is a publisher-distributor in France and Europe, who provided us with this game to play, and we actually liked it, so we're gonna stream it. That's how it goes. I don't know if anybody's here. I don't know with Twitch if you have to, like, refresh, that's the word, when we're live again, but...
Should I mention in chat?
I mean, I can do an emoji. The Twitch emojis are so weird. I'll do the sunglass emoji.
Sunglasses, yeah, don't do the one that's just salt pouring out.
Chad is, okay, so Chad is in YouTube, and he's gonna go over to Twitch. So Time Arena is a 2 to 4 player game, and in this game we are competing to destroy each other's totems. So the first player to destroy the other player's totem wins, or if one player runs out of time, the other player wins. Because you only have 5 minutes total for you to play your game. And so between the two of us, we each have 10 minutes total, so games won't take longer than 10 minutes, which is pretty awesome. There we go. Oh, well, hello, Eden. Welcome to Twitch. Thank you for coming over. Sweet. So, there is a board. The board is double-sided.
Oh, and hey, Chad. Thanks for hopping over.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Chad. And Trasho-Rama. Oh, Chad is Trasho-Rama. I get it now. Okay. So, there's 2 sides. There is, and they recommend that you start your first couple of games. Yeah, they recommend that you start your couple of games on the normal side. I don't have the camera on that. There we go. So the normal side is this side, and then this side there are spawn gates. So the idea here is that like the characters can warp into specific colors, I believe, or the yellow character can warp there. I'd have to look it up again. But we're gonna play normal side. We've only played normal side.
Yep. By the way, when you said just throw everything in the box, I obliged. I literally just threw everything in the box. Okay,
so we each need 4 gates. So these are the 4 spawn gates. And I'm going to put the sides. They're white. You can't even tell. So each spawn gate corresponds to a character of that, like
power level, or yeah.
So there's 1 of each color for each player, and then each gate also gets a sand timer
of that length.
So the yellow sand timers are 30 seconds, the green sand timers are 45 seconds, and the blue ones are 60, and then the red ones are 90 seconds. And what that is when you have a character killed, the character goes back to the gate, the spawn point, and you flip the timer, and you don't get to recall that character until the timer has run out, which is fun, because you only have 5 minutes. So...
Well, I think the kind of nice thing about that is the timers are just... You just have to pay attention to the timers to know when you can do something next, but they're not like a super integral part of the gameplay. So like you're not like freaking out watching timers because you're manipulating them. It's just like, oh, my red timer ran out. I can put this person back in. So that's like a really neat way to merge like the real time.
Yeah. So then there are 3 characters of each color, and they're unique. And so in the normal game, you draft the characters that you were going to have, and you're going to have one from each color, and you denote what your character is by you putting this color band on the characters, which I don't know how well that's going to show up on stream.
Well, we can make sure to always point them
Yeah.
towards, like, we can always point them in the right direction.
So, in the normal game, you actually draft which characters you want, but they have a recommended set for the base game, and so we're going to go ahead and use that, which I have to look up. And then each player will get 6 energy tokens, which are these, like, crystal-looking things. And this is your life, essentially.
Oh, neat. The art actually has a front and a back.
Yeah.
So, like, that's the front, but if you look behind them, it's the back. I know some games with standees tend to... sometimes they do 2 fronts, so this is actually neat. Because I think facing doesn't matter, but it's like a visual aid.
Facing doesn't matter at all. So, yeah. Okay. And then every player gets a battle dice, and then that's it. That's basically set up. So let's look at the starting characters. So the base game, the like intro game, they recommend that you don't use special powers. So we're not going to use the special powers. We're probably going to play twice, if we're honest. We're not going to use special powers. So we'll do 1 game normal, and then we'll do 1 game with special powers. We'll do 1 game normal, 1 game the base intro game.
One thing also could... at least for the base game, you don't need anything else in the app other than the timer, right? Like, could you play it with the chess clock?
What? You need the chess clock.
No, I mean, could you use, like, if you prefer, like, a different app or, like, a physical chess clock?
Yeah, if you have, like, a physical chess clock, you can use a physical chess clock if it will do 5 minutes. So once you have your characters, you put your little color bands on them, and then you put them on the gate that they spawn from. So the idea, the whole story is that it's a weird story. We are... we battle over the power of immortality, and to do that, we just warp warriors from other times and dimensions to fight each other. I don't know why, it's just fun.
I mean, if you have the ability to go between dimensions, why not fight?
Yeah, exactly.
Good
Good job. Okay. The characters we don't need, we'll put over there. Alright, okay.
You know what I was going to say? I know we're about to play this and you're about to teach us, but building these cute little characters, like, I actually think it's pretty neat the way the side
There's some
disc
nice details
slots
thoughts
into the thing.
this. This and how this works, this is great. We're not going to use this game. I'll explain that later.
It was going to remind me of how I actually saw the video about the Nintendo Labo and I got excited.
I'm excited.
But we won't
about
talk.
it too.
We won't.
No,
talk
we're not
going to
talk about that. This game is timed, so we can't like talk and interact with Chad.
Chad can actually already go between dimensions. I think those dimensions are YouTube and Twitch. But
okay, so they have a handy dandy app, which if you don't want to use the hourglasses, the app will handle all of that for you if you want. But we're just going to use it for the chess clock. So white will begin. It randomly will select who goes first, and when you want to start the game, you hit it. But let's talk about how we play. So for this normal board, the white spots are where I can spawn my white characters. So I can spawn any character that has all of their power out. So I could spawn this character here. When you spawn a character, you can activate each character once on your turn. So now that I have spawned him, if I want, I can move and attack with him. But if I spawned him and then spawn somebody else, I can't reactivate him to move him again. Or just to move him or use him again. So I would activate him and move him maybe here. You can move your characters diagonally or orthogonally. Doesn't matter. You can move them however you want. And the number of the number of squares they can move is the number of bumps on top of their heads, which is kind of interesting. So there's that. Then each character has a attack value, which is the red, and a defense value, which is the green. When they attack another character, the character needs to be adjacent. It can be diagonally adjacent or orthogonally. And you roll this die. Each player has a die. It's the same exact. And depending on what you get, depends on the stuff. Hey, that's a great example. One side has an X that is critically fail. So if you roll the X, you don't attack, you don't actually succeed at doing anything. On the other hand, if you roll the KO, you insta-kill that character, which is awesome. So the character would go back. Knockout, sorry. Yeah. And then their dimensional timer gets flipped and gets counted. It counts down to when they can respawn.
Yeah. And for people that want to know maths, the dice have it didn't work, they get knocked out, a 0, 2 plus 1s, and a plus 2.
I was about to talk about that. So then there are also plus red numbers. So there's a 0, 2 plus 1s, and then a plus 2. If you roll a number side, you add that to the base red value on your character, and then you compare that number to the defender's defense number, which is in green, and you need to be strictly greater than the defense number. So right now, if I were to roll a 0, this character has a 2 attack, this has a 2 defense, nothing happens. But if I had a plus 1, I would KO this character, they would go back, Steve would have to flip that character's sand timer. So that is fighting. The goal of the game is to either have your opponent run out of time or get to the end row. If you're on any of the 6 spaces on the end row, the spawn spaces don't count. You can attack the totem. To attack the totem, you roll a die the same way. If you get the KO value, you compare your attack strength versus the totem's defense, and the totem's defense is just 1. And then you deal damage equal to the difference between your attack strength and the totem's defense strength. So whatever your attack is minus 1. So if I rolled the KO, it would be 2 minus 1. I would do 1 damage. You remove 1 energy token from that totem. If a totem has all of its energy tokens removed, it is knocked out, and I win. Well, that person loses. So there's that. If you roll a number when attacking the totem, you add that number like you normally would, and then that is your attack value. So if I rolled a 2, it would be 2 plus 2, 4, minus 1, be 3. So I would take 3 crystals off, which is awesome. So that is how you play. It is super quick. It's super straightforward, and there is some more advanced tactical things that we can get into, which we will for the normal game, which we will play after we play a base game.
This is this is the basic game?
This is the basic game. This is the intro game.
All right. Let's go between dimensions.
Well, we're not going in between dimensions. Yeah. They are.
Well,
Also, I just really want to show off the characters. So this is like a weird fish dude who is in a suit filled with water, so he can breathe, I'm assuming. That's what that means. I have some twins. They are kids who are carrying potions, and they're wearing, like, feudal Japan armor, and one of them is standing on the shoulders of another. So there's that. And then I have this, like, crazy minotaur-looking beast, with some nice tribal ink. And then I have this, interesting, looks like she's wearing a cheese outfit, like native woman with a scary head mask.
I mean, it's a little cheesy.
Yeah. Oh, God.
And then on my team, we've got this sword or shield and spear wielding person as my red character. Looks kind of like a 2-headed bird, dinosaur, parrot type thing. We've got a character that walked in off the Blood Rage the movie set. And then I have this adorable little yellow droid thing.
The yellow droid thing is super cute. We had a print of the yellow droid thing, but we gave it to a friend. It was really good. Alright. The art is just super rich in this. It matches the...
Oh, you've got like red Slimer over there.
Yeah, there's a red Slimer tentacle monster. There's like a clockwork creature. There's a computer, which looks like the computer from that anime that I can't remember. And then there's like a mother goddess earth creature. Oh, whoops. I said the C word. Alright, are you ready?
I'm ready. Hit it.
I'm hitting it. I will spawn this character who can move 2. Spawn this character here that can move 2. I will spawn this character here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll spawn this character here and go 1, 2, 3. And that's my turn.
Alright.
It's on.
I'm going to spawn this character here, who's just going to stay there. I'm going to spawn this character here, who will go here and attack.
Dun, dun, dun.
So 2 birds is going to attack Miss Cheese. add a +1. So it's 1 + 1 is strictly greater than 1. So cheese goes back to the greater for the greater good.
The puns mean he takes longer turns,
and,
so I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
Sword and Spear is going to spawn here, and then go 1, 2, 3, because I have 3 movement, and then is going to attack this one. It's going to attack 2 kids. Add a +2.
Oh.
So that's
it was 4. You had
4 versus 2.
4.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Adorable
Hey, Kabuki Kid.
Adorable Droid is going to go here, move here, and then is going to attack you back. Oh, I lost a minute. It dinged at me.
Kabuki Kid, by the way, we're moving the chat to Twitch, because Twitch is better.
+1. So this is a 2 versus a 1, so I knock out your Minotaur. Droid knocks out your Minotaur. And that's my turn.
That's your turn. Alright, you took long enough that my yellow character can spawn again. So they're going to spawn... they have a base of 1? They're going to spawn here. And then they're going to go... That's wrong. They're going to spawn there. 1, 2. And they'll attack that character. +1 is not nearly enough because they have really good defense.
Yeah, Sword and Spirit and Shield has 3 defense.
And then this character has 2, and they're going to go 1, 2. And they're going to attack the big guy. The Blood Rage. KO! Oh, yeah!
Blood Rage is knocked out.
My blue character is back from not outer space. And they're going to go 1, 2. You don't get another Chewie just because we're streaming. Oh, critical fail. Alright, I will... Oh, I could have spawned my green.
Yellow Droid is going to go 1, 2, 3. And that's their activation. Let's see.
You tell Kabuki Kid to come to Twitch, and then Twitch is, like, silent.
Yeah.
Keep playing. You're on the clock.
We're going to go 1, 2, 3. And I can attack from behind you, right?
Yeah, you can attack from any
I'm going to attack... 2 birds is going to attack yellow. For KO! So yellow is KO'd. And then red is going to move 1, 2 and attack them for a KO. So red is KO'd. And then green is done. So green is going to spawn here and then move there, and that's it.
Okay.
So I'm minute and 5 seconds per turn. I'm slow.
I'm gonna go... The twins did not die, amazingly. I'm gonna go 1, 2, and I will attack the big scary dude, because why not? +2! KO! And then my green can respawn, and my green will spawn here.
Oh, I flipped green's timer by mistake.
And then go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can I do this?
I'm just gonna run away.
Sorry.
And then... My yellow can spawn.
Don't flip the timer when you respawn them. That's
my yellow will go here and go there and attack the little cute robot dude and KO! And then I'm done.
Okay.
Turn.
Well, we're going to go 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And attack your crystals with a +0. So you have a defensive 1, so that doesn't work.
Yep. Doesn't do anything.
And then we're gonna go.
Oh, Zena's like throwing the dog around. We need 4 lights so we can have puppy cam.
Attack this. So this is a 2 versus a 1. So Minotaur is knocked out. Minotaur is KO'd. And then little droid is done. Droid is gonna go here and go 1, 2, 3, and it's going to attack you, and it's not going to work. KO! Your blue is KO'd. And then your turn.
I'm going to go... I can spawn my red guy here and go here and attack that guy for +1, KOing him. I'll spawn... Oh, green's still gone! No! I'll go 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3 to go there and just hang out. And then green's back on the field! And green will run 1, 2, 3, 4 and attack little robot dude for +1, KOing him. And I'm done.
Alright. Green is going to respawn here. and then is going to attack your green for a +0, but that's 3 versus 1. So your green is knocked out.
Quirky emoji! We're gonna make a specific each emoji.
And then I'm gonna go 1, 2 to here, and then attack Cheese Face for a +2. Cheese Face is knocked out. Your turn.
Cheese Face.
Yeah, I shouldn't spend the time to send your characters back. Corgi emoji!
The Sparrow will go. Oh no, he's not ready yet. Oh, Fritz. Blue will spawn and go 1, 2, and then I'm done. Your turn.
Okay. Blue is gonna respawn and go 1, 2, 3, 4. Green is just gonna go 1. Red is gonna go 1, 2, 3, and is gonna attack you for a KO. Your blue is KO'd, and then yellow is back in, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Your turn.
Green can come here and go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll attack the big guy. There's no reason not to. Critical fail! And then yellow will spawn here and go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And then that's... I guess I can move this guy 1 step forward and KO that guy.
Wait, that's my...
+2, yeah, I kill him. Bosh! I moved him.
Oh.
To meet him.
Sorry.
Flip your timer! Yep. Your turn.
Let's go 1, 2, 3, and my red will attack yours for a +2, so that's 4 versus 2. He's knocked out. Little yellow droid is gonna go 1, 2, 3. Let's actually go 1, 2, 3. And then my green is gonna attack your green for a +1, so your green is knocked out, and then my blue is still respawning. Your turn.
Alright, my yellow has to go around you. 1, 2, 3. Dang it. And then I will kill... Wait, did the blue timer get stuck? It totally got stuck. Blue, I will attack the guy there for +1, which is 3, which isn't enough. And then he will move 1, 2. And then I will be done.
Alright, red is going to move 1 and attack your base for a +2.
Ooh,
so that takes 3 crystals off. Yellow is going to move 1 and attack your base for a KO.
But it's only with 1, so it doesn't matter. 28 seconds!
And then green is going to attack you.
For nothing.
For nothing.
Oh, I flung my thing!
And then I'm going to spawn blue.
Just tap it.
It wasn't working.
Alright, 1, 2, like beating my phone. Critical fail. Green will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's your turn.
Attack your base.
Critical fail.
Attack your base for a +1, so it takes 1 crystal off. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me, okay?
1,
I
2,
don't like
3.
the app's chess clock.
I attack you. KO! We take 1 off. And then I go 1, 2. And then I'll spawn cheese grater. 1, 2, 3. And then it's your turn.
Attack your base.
You cheated! You hit the timer before you even rolled.
I attack your base for 2.
For 2?
Yeah.
You win. You cheater. So it says white won because the time ran out. But he technically won, even though he stopped the clock.
I also lost at least 5 seconds from the app messing up, so I was just reflexively hitting it.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
There is a revenge button.
There is a revenge button, so we could play again. Okay, so that is like the boost game. So it gets a little bit more tactical because certain characters have special powers. So. And you have a gear thing. So let's talk about this. So every time you roll a critical fail, you get to advance your gear 1 slot up on here. And there are icons on this gear that are bonuses. And so once you get to this one, you can add 1 to an attack value. If you use this bonus, you have to reset your gear back to 0. So there's that. Then this one is a reroll the die. So if you critically fail, instead of charging, you could use this to reroll. This one is you get to move 1 step further. This one is you get to restore a crystal to your totem.
What do you mean instead of charging?
So when you roll a critical fail, you get to charge.
Oh, okay.
But instead, if you don't want to charge, if you have the ability, you can reroll. Then the characters have abilities. So there are 5 different character abilities. There is one which is swords, which is they get to counter. So if someone attacks them, they get to attack back. But because this is a timed speed game, you have to counter immediately before another character is activated or the player hits the time clock. So you have to be like, I counter, and then you have to roll, and then there you go. They don't get to hit the time clock until you've resolved the roll. But you have to be like, counter, and roll to get it to happen. Then you have a range. So certain characters have like a scope symbol with a number inside. That is range. They can attack those number of squares out around them. Then there are some characters that have bombs. The bomb characters, they will... So this character has the bomb. So the bomb characters...
Character is the bomb.
...will attack any character who is adjacent to it, either diagonally or orthogonally, with the amount rolled. So you roll the die like normal, but you apply it to all the characters around it. And that character that exploded is KO'd. Makes sense. They exploded.
Explode.
So that's the bomb.
One thing I like how the team symbols actually show up on the overhead.
Does it actually work?
Yeah. Well, the black and the white does.
Oh yeah, it's very vague.
You're very vague.
Okay, so then you have a shield character. So the shield characters are the opposite of the bomb. So when the shield character is around, players that are like yours, characters which are your allies, are protected by the shield and they're immune. The shield character, however, is not immune. So you can always attack the character with the shield, but you can never attack people beside... I mean, you could waste an attack. There's just no reason to. So that's that. Then there is one character, this character, that if it is the only character on the board... if it is on the board and the opponent has no characters on the board because they're all KO'd, you regain a crystal.
Ooh.
Yeah. But we're not playing with him, so it's cool.
Nope.
So that is the normal game. All right, you ready?
What's that symbol? The 2 and
that's the range.
Target. That's the range.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the range. Welcome back, Kabuki Kid.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. Revenge. You go first.
So that is counter, and that is bomb?
Yeah. I have 2 counters in a range.
Alright, blue is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Red is going to go 1, 2, 3. Green is going to go 1. Actually, it's going to go 1. And then yellow is going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Yellow is going to go 1. Green is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And then blue is going to go spawn and then go 1. And then I should have attacked. I'm an idiot. But blue is going to attack this character.
With its range.
With its range, it doesn't work. And then red will spawn right here and run up and attack the big guy again. +0, which is 3, which is meets, so nothing happens.
Green is going to go back 1 and attack your green. Your green is knocked out.
My green is knocked out. Sorry, I was catching up on chat.
Yellow is going to go 1, 2, and you can move through characters, right? And then it's going to...
You cannot move through characters.
Like, diagonal.
Yes.
Okay, so I blew up all 3 of your characters.
And yours.
And mine. And
wait,
then,
how much did you roll?
a +2.
Oh.
So that was a 3, right? Yeah.
3 wouldn't have knocked out that guy.
3 would not have knocked out red. You're right. Sorry, I thought it was just an automatic.
No, that's if you roll KO.
Well, then red is going to attack you for a 3.
Which does. Oh, a 3 would have done him in. Sorry. Doesn't matter. Timer was already flipped.
Okay. And then these 2 have gone, but this one is going to go 1, 2, 3. And attack your base for a 1.
Haboosh.
And then yellow is back. So it's going to respawn and go 1, 2, 3.
Alright, green can come back. Oh, hit the thing.
Which is interesting.
One,
if your
two,
turn
three,
takes
four.
long enough, you can respawn.
And then yellow.
Can you activate?
Oh, I could have countered.
Can you activate twice in a turn if you respawn?
No. What do you mean if you respawn?
This one got knocked out in this turn, and I brought him.
No,
back.
you can't activate twice in a turn. One and attack the blue dude. The blue dude can counter, by the way, but I kill you. Okay, bye. You're not paying attention.
Oh. Ah!
I killed the guy that could have countered, but it doesn't matter. Too late.
Oh, geez.
Too late, Pirates.
Green's gonna go 1 forward. Yellow is gonna go 1, 2, and then can he do a normal attack? Yellow?
No, yes. Yes.
Okay, does not work. Red is gonna go 1, 2, 3, and attack yours, and is knocked out. Your turn. It hates me.
It just hates you specifically. It's like that Steve guy. I'll attack you. +1, so 4, that's enough. Flip it, flip it. 1, 2. And then my blue guy can come back and go 1, 2. And then my green will go 1, 2, 3. And attack the base. 2 + 2 is 4, which is 3 crystals off. Oh, jeez. Your turn.
Green is gonna go 1, attack your green for 4. Your red is knocked out. Your red is knocked out.
Oh, sorry, I'm reading chat. This is not a good game to play while reading chat.
And then we're gonna go 1, 2, and then I'm gonna attack your green for 3. Your green is knocked out. And then my blue is going to come back and go 1, 2, and attack yours for 3. Yours is knocked out.
If you had the blue crystal, dude, man.
Your turn.
Alright, well, that stinks. My yellow can come back for 1, 2, 3, and attack your blue.
I counter.
Critical fail.
For 2, so your yellow is knocked out.
No, it's the same. Oh, no, you're right. But I got a critical fail in the meantime. Nothing's ready. Make a run, make a run!
Okay, green is gonna move up.
It has its own app. Yeah.
Blue is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then
Dina, no.
Yellow is gonna go 1, 2, 3. Your turn.
Alright, green can come back and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's all that she wrote. Do I wait?
Yeah, I think you could use your own chess clock.
Yeah, you
if
could.
You wanted. Green is gonna go back 1 and attack your green for a KO. Blue is gonna go 1 to your base and hit it for 2 total, so 1 crystal. And then yellow is gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then my red is back, and it's gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Alright, my red can spawn. My red will go here and go 1 and attack your red. Dina, no! Which doesn't matter because it's a +0. And then my green is still out. My blue can spawn, and my blue is ranged, so we'll hit your blue from behind. +0! Why do you hate me?
Wow.
It's worse than a critical fail, but the blue can then move. 1, 2. And then my yellow will spawn and go 1, 2, 3. And just is trying to bum rush.
Alright, my blue is going to attack you at 2 crystals.
2 total. Yeah.
2 total crystals. Does the bomb affect your own characters?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go.
You were exploding.
No, but does it affect mine?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you were exploding.
So I hit that for 3, and I KO. My yellow goes 1 and attacks you, or my green attacks you for 4. Did I use my red yet? No, I didn't. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Your turn.
Alright, my blue will go. It's range. We'll go 1 and then attack your red for +2, which is 4, which KOs them. Flip it, flip yours. And then my green will spawn and go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my blue is already done.
Okay, so my yellow spawns.
Dina, no.
Attacks your green for a regular attack. Does not work. My green goes 1. Attacks your green for 3, knocking your green out. And then my blue attacks your base for a KO.
Which doesn't do anything. because
KO
your
is
attack.
K is a +0.
Yeah, it's a +0 for the base. Xena, no. I'll move the blue back 1 to attack you range, which is a +0, which sucks. And then this guy will spawn here, move here. Oh no, actually I can spawn right here. And attack, KO, and then I can move 1, 2, 3. And then I do want to wait for red. Come on, red. Come on. Yes. All right. Red spawns, and I go 1, 2, and I'll hang out there.
Okay. Yellow is gonna, or green is gonna go.
Xena, just wait.
There's
only like 47 seconds of this game left. Or 3
Yellow is
minutes
gonna
max.
go 1, 2, 3, and it's gonna use its bomb for a KO on both of those, including yellow. Green is gonna move 1, and that's it.
All right. Red will blue. Green. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue. 1, 2. I'll go here instead and attack him ranged. Critical fail. Alright.
Red is going to attack and go 1, 2, 3.
You need summon it, yeah.
Blue is going to summon and go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it for me.
Alright,
Yellow just
blue
finished.
range will attack your blue range for another critical fail. Great, and then I'll go 1, 2, and then my yellow is back. I don't care! 1, 2, 3, and then my green will go 1, 2, 3, and attack your base for +1, so move 2 crystals off, it's your turn.
Okay, blue is going to go 1, 2, 3, and attack your base for a total of 2. So 1 crystal. Red's going to go 1, 2, 3. Green's going to go 1. Your turn.
Alright, green attacks.
Oh, my yellow!
+1 for another 2 off.
You win!
I win! Oh wait, how do we... I don't know how to stop it when we win. There's no way to like be like you win. You just say revenge. And that's Time Arena!
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the other side of the board, the warp zones, they're transporters. So a fighter can use its own color to warp from one transporter to the other, but only that fighter. But you still have to summon in your summon squares, and there's less summon squares. Like, significantly less summon squares. So the summon squares... on the other side.
Oh, we didn't use the advance.
I did. I only got to reroll.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so there's only 3 summons for each side, and then there's warpers for different
They can only
colors.
move. They can move from anywhere to their color.
No, you can only go from yellow to yellow,
Okay.
or green from green. So you just move like across the map, diagonally. So yeah, yeah. So you move between the pairs. So yeah, there are also you can block opponents' summoning squares, which it doesn't matter on the other side when there's so many, but in this one, like, you could really camp them. But if you hang out on this summoning square, you're not actually attacking the totem, so.
Because it's not in range.
It's not in range. So yeah, that's Time Arena. Whew. I need to just, like, relax for a minute. That was a little crazy.
Good job. Yeah, I didn't even have enough time to sneeze on my own turn.
I need to log our Time Arena plays. I'm sorry, I just like logging games, and I haven't logged the Time Arena games that we played.
Have you considered replanting new games after you log the games you've already played?
Xena, do you really need to go potty?
Yeah, there will be a Cheat and Steve emoji.
Oh yes, for sure.
There will
Yeah,
definitely
Dungeon
be one.
Twister is definitely chess-like, for sure. So yeah, that was Time Arena. It's a different take on the, like, 2-player dudes on a map. So if you play the normal game, where did I fling my base for this character? You snake draft the characters, so you put all of the characters out, and then the first player picks a character from a color, and then your opponent has to pick a character from that same color, but then your opponent picks first, and then the opponent picks first again, and then the first player picks first.
Oh, interesting. The ranged characters are slower. So the tentacle monster that has a range attack of 4 only has a move of 1.
Yes.
Or distance of 4, attack power of 3. So that's pretty powerful. No, this is neat. One thing I like about it is because the games are only 10 up to 10 minutes, you can kind of catch your breath. Like, I don't think I'd want to play this for 15 or 20 minutes straight necessarily.
No, that's too crazy. It'd be I would be so stressed. I think 10 minutes is perfect.
Yeah.
So Kabuki Kid was talking about chess clock games.
Oh, it's 2-4. Isn't there can you play 3 players?
Well, yeah, you play in teams. So it's 2
to 3 players?
It's 2 to 3 players.
Or 2 to 4, but you can play with
and
3.
you play in teams. I'm not sure how teams work. Maybe team play, here we go. You divide the gates and fighters among you. So just you divvy the players. You can only activate the fighters on your team. You can activate them in any order, but you have to communicate because you can't activate more than one character at a time.
Oh, and we have to both agree that like we're both activating on our team's turn, basically, right?
Well, yeah, but like we have to do it one at a time.
Yeah.
So I'd have to be like, oh, I'm gonna go first.
So teams would be super chaotic.
Hello, Jeremy Howard.
If you ever wanted to yell at your friends.
Yeah. Teams would be super chaotic. So this is Time Arena, which is designed by Fabrice Lamuel. And it's from Blam, which is a French publisher. And it was sent to us, or given to us by BlackRock Games, which is a French distributor that sent it to us. And we enjoyed it. It's unique enough that we decided we were going to stream it. So, yeah. But it's, whew. Seriously, I'm like a little stressed. That was, whew, yeah. This game with the homebrew Magic Maze team variant where they never speak to each other. Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Oh my goodness.
That would be so crazy. Who hits the chess clock? Maybe you have to like alternate who hits the chess clock.
There's a pawn that you smash in front of your teammates. So
oh god. Oh boy. I'm stressed thinking about that.
Yeah, this is definitely another real-time game that, like Magic Maze, because it's a little shorter, like it would be hard to manage the stress levels for a real-time game that was longer than
that's
for a game that's this intense.
That's a good point. This is like 2-player competitive Magic Maze. That's how I feel coming out of it. Like mechanically, it's nothing like that, but going into it, I just need to calm down. Yeah. Oof. Blood pressure skyrocketed.
Combat system and like all the actions you're taking are simple enough that I didn't really have a problem dealing with it real time. I think the biggest issue was us elbowing each other to KO our fighters.
Yeah, like flip your timer. Though, like honestly, if they don't flip their timer, as long as they remember they need to, it's just more time.
That's right. It just takes. It's in their interest to flip it sooner.
All right, I'm gonna let Xena out because she's like being a brat. Ugh. Yeah, do you need to go outside?
I refilled the water last time she was doing it, but I guess that wasn't the thing.
Oh, well, I think she wants to see each other. Yeah, she doesn't want to go out. She's like, now that you're up, lick my lips. She just wants a chewy.
Well, you have a buddy.
Yeah, look. She's following me around the house.
Uh-huh.
Alright, take it. Take it.
Yeah, is Kabuki Fuse is a bomb defusal timed game?
Whew.
I think. Is that it? I don't.
Yeah, it's a real-time bomb defusal game.
Oh, that's
stress. That's stress. We don't do a lot of real-time games.
I mean, it's a nice antidote to certain games where certain people you're playing with are taking forever to decide to do an action on their turns. By which I mean me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely have somewhat of an advantage going into this game over you.
But that was good. We each won one.
Yeah, it's fun. I have a headache. Otherwise, I'd be like, let's do it again. Skyrocketing blood pressure does not help.
I think the powers are fun. I think because the games are so short, I think if you played it a lot with like just the same 2 players, you might get burned out on it. Like if we played this solid
like,
for
in
a row. Like if we were playing this for an hour, I think we would be.
Well, we've played it 3 times tonight, and I want to try this map, and I want to try drafting. I'm already like, let's try drafting them, but I'm pretty sure playing another round would not help my headache,
Yeah.
But I want to play another round.
No, it's...
I'm torn between being ill and
it's fun. Like Stratego, I think takes me about an hour to lose to you, but this one only takes me about 10 minutes.
You won the last game! Didn't you?
Of Stratego?
No, of this.
Oh.
You've never beaten me at Stratego.
Yeah. But Tiff definitely tends to defeat me at 2-player grid movement strategy games.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's interesting. The art is super well done. The components are really nice. Mm-hmm. The sand timers are great. My one timer got a little stuck, which was weird. But the app is really nice. The app is like super decent. So in the app, you can set it to whatever times you want, and you can also handicap. Oh. So you can give one player less time and give another player more time. You can also make it so that you manage the fighters' timers in the app itself. And then there's also music, and you can make it where the phone vibrates when the time clock is changed, which I like. I have that set. So in this mode, you have the time clock, and then when players defeat a character, you use the timer mode in the app, which I think Steve would prefer. So you can see... I mean, there's little time clocks for each character color.
For whatever reason, I was having a hard time with the touch detection. You weren't, but like...
You were slamming it! You were either going to break my phone or your finger. So the app is really well done. It doesn't require any permissions, which I like. I like the revenge button because it swaps who goes first. So just like sets the same settings, but just swaps it. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, I'm just really impressed with the quality of this game overall. This is not a game that normally we would play or like look at having, and I don't know if it'll stay in the collection. Probably not, because it's not something we're gonna play. What?
Sorry, the expert game has an additional game end condition. If you have knocked out all the enemy fighters and you occupy all the opponent's summoning squares at the end of a turn, then you win the game.
For this board.
For this board, where there's only 3, yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. I don't know. I like having games... So I'm torn, because I like having games like this. I like Stratego-esque games, and this is a little bit different from that, but somewhat similar. But Steve has a little bit of analysis paralysis, so I like that this game forces him to, like, go. But yeah. It's also really stressful for me. But we have not played Lord of the Rings Confrontation yet. I wanted to try it several times, but I think it's out of print. It's hard to get. And we're on a no-buying board game
Confrontation.
Thing.
Is it the card game? No.
It's it's like Lord of the Rings Stratego with the unique powers. And it's like a smaller board. I think I would really like it, and I would kick Steve's butt so hard at that game.
Just no hope. What was wasn't there a game that was kind of like Stratego that we got recently?
Yes.
Can't remember what it was.
Shadows in Kyoto.
Yes, Shadows in Kyoto.
Yes, which was a lot of fun. And we streamed it, and you should watch it. It's available on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/theonetar. So yeah, which is actually down in the bottom of the thing. But yeah, it's Knizia design.
Neat.
So there we go. Thank you, BlackRock Games, for providing this game for us to play. It was fun and enjoyable. And not something we would normally stream, which is another reason why I was like interested in streaming it, because it's not something we would normally highlight. But I think it's really well done, and I think it's interesting. And if you're into those sort of games and you kind of want to like mix it up, I think this is a good potential candidate.
I think it definitely makes me want to try more real-time cooperative games.
I get too stressed.
Well, but like for example, like
and right now I have heart palpitations. Like it's not helpful.
The unlock games being 60 minutes are a fun co-op. But you were saying also you wanted to try Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes with me.
I do.
Which is a real-time co-op. Technically,
but
not entirely a board
like,
game. But
it's not. Look, I'm going to be really stressed when we play that game. This bag is also a really weird size.
Well, one thing you can do in Keep Talking, Nobody Explodes, if it's a bomb defusal game where one person has a computer, they're manipulating puzzles, but they don't know which puzzles they need to do, and the other player has the bomb defusal manual, which they have a PDF, but you can also have it printed out. So one thing I want to do is actually print out the manual and put it in a 3-ring binder for the bomb defusal.
How much printing is that?
I don't know. It was probably a couple pages in it.
How much printing? How much? I mean...
Are you going to be stingy with a liquid that's more expensive than human blood?
Yes! When you put it like that. Hey, Angela. Oh, hi, Willie. Yes, we're moving to Twitch. We're staying on YouTube, but we've been on Twitch this entire time. But we're moving you to Twitch.
And I think Twitch will be better about giving notifications for each specific game.
Oh, hopefully. And I forgot to update those, which means I'm... Oh, no, I did update it. Yay! But yes, so I'll do the whole thing again. So if you could make player bags, that would be great. Basically, since we've started streaming, we started like prioritizing YouTube because streaming it and then having it go to the YouTube channel is just really convenient, like automatically. And like my subscribers could get notified and that kind of stuff. But then they like screwed up the notification system, so it's hit or miss on whether or not the notifications get sent. The thumbnails don't update half the time. Sometimes when I schedule, it like misschedules and I can't get it to update. Sometimes the descriptions and titles don't get updated, and it's just really been not consistent or a great experience.
The very definition of hit or miss.
Yeah. Whereas on Twitch, I actually took the time to look through Twitch and all the things that it had to offer me, and it turns out Twitch does do like event and thumbnail support really well, and I can post a schedule more easily than on YouTube, and it actually does notifications that work, it also has sort of already a following for board game streamers, and there's board game channels already on here, so it kind of just made sense, where if people are just strolling looking for board games, they can come watch ours, which we've always had before, but because we didn't have viewers in the chat here, people didn't really want to come in to watch this, so there was that. Also, I realized we were one viewer away from being Twitch affiliates, potentially, so there's that. So we're just going to start streaming. We've always streamed on both YouTube and Twitch. We're going to continue streaming both YouTube and Twitch. There's no reason for us to stop. We're just going to ask people to go to the Twitch chat now instead of the YouTube chat because I feel it's a better experience notification-wise. And also, if we have enough of a following over there, we can become affiliates, which means people can subscribe, which means people can give us a little bit of money if they would so like. No pressure otherwise. And we can make custom emojis. So we're going to make custom Xena and Ichi emojis. Woohoo! Willie's on Twitch! Yes. Okay. You have to turn on Twitch to allow notifications. So there's that.
And I think,
yeah.
I know it emails. I mean, if nothing else, we'll always keep continuing to tweet when we go live.
I wasn't going to put those in bags. Don't even bother.
I assume that's why the bags were weirdly shaped. It's because they were for the figures.
They were for the sand timers. But, Angela in the chat asked, random question, for those of us with Otis, do we use the Velcro box? We use the, we do use the box in our Otis. I put all of the player bags in that chest so that when we are playing, we only have to get the player bags that we need for the number of players that are playing out of the box. So, like, everything in the center of that insert comes out, because we're going to play with everything in the center every game, no matter what. And then the chest, we just pull out the player bags. So, yeah. Whoa! Oh, thank you. Yes. You forgot to put the board and the rolls in.
Well, those aren't really that necessary, if we're honest.
Not at all.
Alright, away goes the time arena.
Away! Away! That was good. That was quick. I'm like, I seriously want to play again, but I also am like, seriously, like, I might have a heart attack. So maybe not. Yeah. I'm like, Otis is right there, so I'm like, I want to show you, but I actually don't want to get up, so I won't.
Big sigh.
Not saying this is one of the reasons I married him, but it is.
Aren't you just the happiest little puppy?
Because she got what she wanted. That dog. Oh, it is. She has a super left right. Hey, look, I can just do this. I miss this view. I like this view.
I
actually like it more when we're like this. I like this view more.
Oh,
personally.
I like this view a lot more.
I feel like it shows off more of the game. So we have the store, and then we have all the player boards, and then we have the bag and the thing that would have been a player aid but isn't. And then the like batteries and the money and stuff like that, and then in the chest we have the different player bags. So we actually have, I put the players that we don't often play with. Oh no, Steve screwed it up. It's fine. I had the player bags that Steve and I play with in the center, so we just grabbed the center and these are ours, and then those are the ones we don't often play with. So
I always liked this view. I know it cuts off a corner, but
I like it because it's like shows the game more. It's like more.
The funny thing is, with all the art in this, I was reminded, or the show we were watching last night reminded me heavily of Otis.
Gargantua on the
Gargantia on the Verdurous planet.
On the Verdurous ocean or waves or planet.
On the Verdurous planet, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We can green screen, but we don't want to. We could actually green screen already, but I like having the thingy behind us. Cause it's got this crazy dude that a good friend of ours sent us, and it's got a postcard from Matt Bona, and it's got a card from Vince, and it's got the double Steves. It's a mess back here. We're gonna clean it up.
It's currently a mess. We're gonna clean it up and make it a nicer little background.
We're gonna make it a nice background with all of the nice things that people send us, because we do really like it when people send us nice things, and we want to show them off because they're nice things. And see, we have the very nice dice tray, which is currently holding minis. All of our dice trays are currently holding minis for reasons. Where's the stuffed Oh, it's under my headphones. Like, these are all the minifigures from Stuffed Fables. Just hanging out in a box together. So, yeah.
These are not the miniatures from Otis.
These are the miniatures from Stuffed Fables. Look at this guy. He's huge. I'm so excited to paint him. These are Trogs from Cry Havoc. You are correct. You have good eyes.
Which reminds me, I need to...
I'm doing a painting video about Cry Havoc figures.
You need to get those painted so I can see if my Trogdemic rules work with the expansion.
Oh yeah, another thing with us being on Twitch is I'm going to start streaming more in the middle of the day. Because I'm here. So I'm going to pick one day a week, and I'm going to stream that one day a week. And it will probably be me painting miniatures. It'll be me doing something creative. I might stream me editing video. I might stream me
coloring in a coloring book
because somebody like literally wanted me to do that. I might stream me painting,
making a foam core insert the next time you do that.
Yeah, I need to make a foam core insert for Mice and Mystics. So I will be doing a board game related, maybe not board game, I don't know. I will be doing a stream weekly at some point in the future.
There's apparently a huge mini painting community on Twitch.
There is,
says Chad.
I have seen that.
That is pretty cool.
I used to paint. I actually, when we first got Twitch, I used it primarily for streaming Stardew Valley and painting minis. And that's all I streamed.
And Civilization.
Oh, yeah, I'm playing
Once
Civ.
or twice, yeah.
Yeah. But, so now we will do other things. I have no idea what time that is for you, Angela. We'll figure it out. It'll be... Oh, yeah, look at... Where's my Pooh coloring book? I want to show you my Pooh Bear.
I think it's...
I was just on Vicodin on that one.
I think, Angela, you're like many hours in the future compared to us. I always think of it like 8 hours behind, but the next day. But I think if Tiff was doing a midday stream at like noon, is that like 4 a.m. the next day? Something like that? It might be the middle of the night for you unless it's an evening stream.
Yeah, I have no idea. So let's do a show and tell, everyone. Okay, so I was stoned on painkillers post-op, and I wanted to do something. So I had Steve go get me a coloring book. And I have, like, adult coloring books, and he was like, she can't handle that.
Well, because I saw the adult coloring books, and then I saw the Winnie the Pooh coloring book, and I was like, should I bring that down? Yeah, I should bring that down.
Yeah,
from the
he
attic.
was very accurate, and that's what I could handle. So I colored while on Something Strong. I colored that picture right there. Not horrible.
No.
And then I colored that one when I was on oxycodone. Not bad. And then
could you of all the things to color Eeyore on, I guess
on oxycodone.
Yeah,
it's very fitting.
It's a downer.
Either that or Xantax. And then I colored this on Vicodin, but I was still in some pain. And then this is the day that we were trying to move me off of oxycodone and onto Vicodin, but my pain level wasn't quite there. And then I colored Pooh Bear when I was on Vicodin. But I was totally awesome. I was having zero pain. So
That's how you felt.
This is how I felt on the Vicodin. I did, and I felt really good. And I was like, I'm gonna color this one because it's amazing.
If I got really good at lettering, I would be very tempted to add captions.
Yeah. So it's the color bleeding through from the Tigger in the back kind of ruins it a little, but.
You're saying Tigger bleeding ruins it?
But, yeah, you can kind of see Tigger's tail. So I colored that with just yellow, orange, black, and red.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the shading is really good for... I didn't realize you can do that kind of shading with just those few colors. That's
just
cool.
with crayons. So, I was doing it as a study in light, because it's one of the things I want to improve on my minis painting. So I was like, well, I can't really minis paint right now, but I can color a Pooh Bear. And so I did that, and I felt really happy with it. I was super happy. So I bragged on Twitter, and then people were like, oh my god. And I'm like, yeah, I can color a children's coloring book. Really good. Alright. Whew, I think that's it.
Let's see.
I was like, well, we'll hang out for another 10 minutes. But we just
What's coming up? We've got another
next Tuesday.
We've got another couple streams in January, and then...
And it's Spaceuary! So, we have... Next Tuesday, I believe, are playing Import-Export. We might play Transatlantic instead. It depends. We'll either play Import-Export or Transatlantic.
And Import-Export can be pretty quick, too. I mean, it's a race to points, but...
Oh, Chad. Yeah, thank you. I was not going out, when I was sick and on drugs.
Yeah.
I didn't leave the house. Steve did everything. Steve didn't leave the house. He was here. He didn't leave the house, and I didn't leave the house unless we were going to the ER, which sucked. But yeah, so
we're going shopping, but yeah.
I didn't go shopping. You went shopping.
Yeah.
Next Tuesday, January 23rd, we will be streaming either Import-Export or Transatlantic. One of those two. I'm torn. I really want to do Transatlantic. I'm waiting for the rulebook to come out, the updated rulebook. So yeah. So there is that. And then on next Thursday, I'm going to do a play-along stream. So the awesome folks at Indie Board and Cards, or Indie Card and Board Games, has sent us Kokoro, Avenue of the Kodama. And I'm going to do play-along streams starting at either 3 or 4 o'clock my time. And I'm going to do one every 2 hours. I'm going to do 3 total. So that you can tune in and play Kokoro with me, which is awesome. So we're going to be doing Intergalactic Transatlantic.
Intergalactic Transatlantic.
Angela might be in Portland in late May! Can you come on this stream? Can my friend from the internet come to our house to be on the stream?
When has that ever happened before?
So many times. If you don't want to be on the stream, you don't have to be on the stream. We can just play games too. But, so yes, next Thursday will be a play-along of Kokoro. I'm super excited. I've been wanting to do this since, like, December, and they sent us the game in December, but life happened. So I'm super excited about the Kokoro play-along. We're going to have unofficial maps so you can play along. And then we have the stream after that is the start of Spaceuary. So, Spaceuary is going to be for the entire month of February, but because there's so much space and not enough time, we're actually going to do the, we're going to do January 30th. We're going to include that in our Spaceuary month. So we're going to be doing, 5 weeks of space game streaming, starting on January 30th with the Gaia project, which I am excited and terrified to do. And then we have some really great games lined up with some great folks that you already know. They're our friends that come over all the time and stream. So we're going to be doing that in February.
Very excited to get some of those games to the table.
Yeah. So that is what we're going to do in February. And kind of wrapping up. We're actually wrapping up a lot of our SN videos. We only have like 4 or 5 SN titles left to stream. So, yeah. Spaceuary, it's a good time for Spaceuary. Did our Gaia boards warp to crap? Yes, they did. Our Gaia project boards are warped. Yep. And they're awful for it.
Yeah, I kept spinning mine and knocking tokens when I was playing.
Yeah, we need to, like, steam them and then put them under something heavy.
Yeah, it doesn't... It seems like it's something that could be fixable. Actually, the Noria rings, because I think 1 or 2 of them were pretty warped. That was more frustrating, because if you did it wrong, you'd get discs stuck under them and whatnot. Like with the Gaia project boards, you're like, oh, I knocked it. I'll just put the things back where they were. So it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but yeah, I think seeing them would be good.
Yeah, I've been noticing a lot of warping on games lately.
Before I forget, Kabuki, I have not played more Nemo's War since we streamed, but I would definitely like to play... I definitely like to play another game of that, especially more relaxed, not having to like stream it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's gonna be a week in March where you'll be home alone and you can just stream solo games.
Oh yeah. Wait, where are you going in March during the week?
I don't know.
You don't know yet? Okay.
So yeah. Solo streams with Steve. They're going to be having more often.
I am definitely going to make sure to play whatever game as close as possible to the stream so it's fresh in my memory.
Mm-hmm. That helps a lot.
Decrease rules lookups and accidental cheating. So,
watching Tiffany and Steve while listening to Janice Joplin. It's a good combo.
Yeah.
I like Janice.
All
right.
It's good.
Are we ready? Are we done?
I think we're done.
Sweet. All right. We can hang out and just... Yeah, Gia, it's Gaia.
The G-A-I-A.
Oh, like yeah, G.
Gaia, like
yeah,
Gaia,
there's
Mother
an
Earth.
extra A.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will see you all on Tuesday for either import-export or transatlantic. We will figure that out and let you know before. You can make sure that you turn, is it friend me?
If it's Twitch, someone said there was a heart button.
Yeah, if you heart on Twitch, you will get notifications when we go live. If you have notifications on in your settings. So there you go. Otherwise, we will see you all on Tuesday. You can also just watch on Twitter, and I will tweet when we are live with the link. So yeah, there you go. All right, we'll see you Tuesday. Have a fantastic weekend, and the rest of the week, because there's still time in the week. And yeah.
And thanks everybody for hopping over to Twitch and hanging out on Twitch.
If you're not watching live, thank you for watching to this long end of the stream that had nothing to do with the game. And if you are watching live, thank you for hanging out on Twitch with us.
All right, and I'm going to go listen to the Beastie Boys on repeat. Thank you, Willie.
Yeah. All right. Good night. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye.
Is it goodbye? Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Well, there's a bunch of... There's a Wiedersehen, farewell. It's all the different...
Good night. Farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, so long. Adieu.
Adieu. To you and you and you. Okay.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. Good night, everybody.